makes him dangerous.
Trent outside. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And they... The shot clock violation. Great team. Magic leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. Misses in close. Slingshot on the way. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And the shot-first mindset of Lillard. When he sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to attack.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a 2-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you. Here is Lillard following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That's his first foul. And the Bucks making a change here. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Kuzma not only has great skill, but his balance is so good. Even when he gets bumped around, he still finds a way to score.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Craig, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Ben Carroll left side, and he makes good on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And so it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope making highlights for the Orlando Magic. He notched 8.
The Bucks, 18.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
Back to Green. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Green's got his first 2 points.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Orlando moving the ball around. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Pass to Portis. Out to Kuzma. Back to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them, throwing it down with force.
And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
Porter looking it over. Outside, Green. Back to Porter. From downtown. Nailed from three-point land. Porter's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him. Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Here's Porter. Good work defensively by Carter. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Caldwell Pope tries again. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. A miss that time would have put him up. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good by Porter.
For Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection, taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Now in the lineup for your Magic, number 4, Caleb Suggs.
Banchero up top. Chalk up 2 there. Banchero's got 6 points.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Orlando trailing here. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Suggs in the corner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Big round of applause for the 407.
We've got 1:23 left here in the second. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Pass to Portis. Lillard outside. Takes it inside. Can't cash in from the high post. Orlando leading. Stolen by Jackson. Lopez a screen. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Lillard is tough in there, muscling that one home.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
On offense, here are the Bucks. Lillard outside. Lopez outside. And the three ball is good. Lopez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
And the rejection by Giannis. Here's Lillard with one on the clock. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bucks lead by 2. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
The big fella with the big finish, Lopez, rocking that rim.
Here's Wagner. Banchero outside. Inside. And he banks in the layup. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
To the inside. Here's Carter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
Carter Jr. plays with an impressive physicality. I think it's what makes defenders overcommit like this.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Inside. The shot's good from Lopez. He's got 7.
Well, he is so tough to deal with inside. Lopez just too big and too skilled.
Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game. Rustling. Feathers inside. Carter Jr. getting to the bucket one way or another, not to be denied.
The Magic making a switch here. Giannis drives in. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard driving inside.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Down low. Here's Carter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
At the line for Orlando.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
You know, when we talk about the modern big, Carter Jr. is a great example of it. He can shoot, he boards it, he's got good size and a pretty diverse skill set.
And it's Wagner missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. Bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
That one drops for him.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Here's Lillard. High post Lopez. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. The Magic trailed by 4. Carter left side. Back to Banchero.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Driving the lane. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
and taking the hit, no less. Excellent body control from Banchero, and he does a great job of just shielding the ball from defenders.
Oh, Giannis punches it home.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved. It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Out to Carter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by the Bucks. Another shot. He lays it in. Caldwell Pope's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And it's Banchero missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Prince misses.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Anthony on the wing. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
And Anthony has no off switch, which I like. He's adept at attacking defenses and drawing fouls.
Milwaukee making a switch here. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Again for the 407 Nets team.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
You got to respect Cole Anthony's workmanlike approach to the game. He's out there to do his job and get results. Timeout. And not focused on putting on a big show.
For Milwaukee, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your hype squad. We're looking for the loudest section for a free t-shirt. Round of applause. It's your 407 Tennessee.
Free throw good. Porter. And Porter drops them both. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Here are the Magic now. Wagner outside. Sims with the rebound. On the wing, Green. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Black. Over Porter. A nice shot by Black. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Bucks ahead, up 2. And
The Bucks, 54.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So it's Orlando now, trailing by 2. Here's Wagner. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Porter inside. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
And finished off by Wagner.
Good decision that time by Wagner, taking it straight line to the rim. The defense had no chance to stop him.
And here is Antetokounmpo. A wide open look here for Kuzma. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And it's in there.
Wagner knows how to handle his business inside, mainly due to how much confidence he brings to the court.
Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Carter. Back to Black. Hits the three-point bomb. Black's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
Carter Jr. with the unselfish play that time. Quality possession, and he makes a lot of those.
Here's Prince. Outside, Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Banchero. To the middle. And then Carter with the jam.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it coin above the rim and make it look easy.
Here's Porter. Yep, that one goes in there.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And it's Carter missing. Giannis high post. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
That one misses. Caldwell Pope on the wing. High, arcing shot. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. On the wing, Giannis. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently. Great job by Carter Jr. to turn up his intensity and knock down the big shot. No fear there. Boy, those are the kinds of plays that Lopez is known for. Huge basket there.
Wagner outside. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Black. Missed inside. Milwaukee in the lead. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain the possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Lillard from outside. Carter pulls it in.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To the paint. Here's Caldwell Pope. Nice D from Porter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
Two-possession game now. I mean, those were really important foul shots.
Wagner. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The young fella taking charge of the situation. Wagner gets the clutch bucket for his team. How sweet is that?
Here's Lillard. And Lillard gets double-teamed. A three ball. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Ben Carroll left side. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Wagner outside. Shoots. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot.
Hey, yo, check this out. Run it back. Everybody's jumping, jumping on the dance floor. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Everybody's jumping, jumping. Yeah. Jumping, jumping. Honeys be moving their bodies. They be moving their hips so fluidly. Bass be bumping, so we be jumping. Welcome to the party, yeah. We got food if you're hungry. Some side if you want it. In the back if you're thirsty. And every bad at the party, yeah. We vibing and grinding one night. And I think that we did it this time. Got guys in the corner, they up. Shawty done had a last for the night. Little mama came up and caught me by surprise. You know that your boy had to shoot a shot. Now we face to face, both our eyes locked. I came up for it and said, hey there, little mama. If you need a dance partner, I'm more than happy to help you. Come here. I turned her around, her body on mine. She started.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Brown. The shot by LeBron, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Down low. Here's Gooden. And it's Gooden with the jam.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
James, good.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Driving the lane. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move. to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And the foul called on Larry Hughes. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Into the lineup for your Cavaliers, number 20.
And here is James.
Snow.
Pass to Hughes. He takes it in. Clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it. Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's LeBron. Here's Ilgauskas. And the jam by Ilgauskas.
And not a long trip to the rim for Ilgauskas, using that reach to just hammer it down.
A nice shot by Brown.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Snow. Here's Gooden. The good-looking shot from the wing.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
To the inside. And finished off by LeBron.
What an athlete LeBron is, showing off the vertical on that slam.
Gooden with it. Pass to LeBron. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And one thing about Hughes, that man is always ready to shoot it.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Drives to the hoop. That one goes in. Hughes got 5 now.
Oh, dynamic drive by Hughes, cutting through the defense to get him an easy one.
Here's James. And stolen by LeBron. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 7 points in the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The Cavaliers making a change here. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Poked away. Hughes with the steal. And Daniel Gibson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's LeBron. He's got 6.
Number 17.
Inside. Here's Varejao. Cleveland moving the ball around. LeBron outside. Back to Varejao. And it's good for 2.
Well, the mindset of Varejao, very appropriate. Get inside, get close, get points.
And that one, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Hughes got 7 points.
Oh, the blinding speed and breathtaking athleticism. James is so much fun to watch in transition.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Marshall. And the rejection by LeBron. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. And the bank shot is good.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And I think LeBron is most comfortable inside using his length and athleticism.
It's good.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's LeBron. Again, the Cavaliers score.
A shot James feels comfortable taking. He likes making use of that mid-range.
Here's Marshall. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And Marshall, the very definition.
What a thing of beauty from James.
Oh, my. The athleticism of James is on another level.
Pass to Varejao. And here is Hughes. Now Marshall. Started by Varejao. The Cavaliers again can't hit. In the corner, Gibson with it. Takes the 3. Kept alive. Kicks it out to LeBron. For the 3. Rebound by Marshall.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Pass to Hughes. Kicks it out to James. For 3, Gibson. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Gibson's got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland. Here's Hughes. They double him with James. Back to Gibson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Larry Hughes. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
No good on the free throw.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the 2nd from the line. Here in the 2nd quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Good. Ilgauskas has got his 2nd bucket.
And I like how tenacious Ilgauskas is. Once he catches the ball, he feels like no one is stopping him.
And the foul called on Larry Hughes. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Now into the lineup.
Here's Brown.
Scott Pollard. Sasha.
Pass to Pavlovich.
2 minutes remaining.
5 to shoot. Here's Pollard. To the paint. Gibson with the steal. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. Gibson up top. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Here's Brown. Driving in.
One of those guys with boundless energy. LeBron James, elite potential in really every phase of the game.
Damon Jones.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Pavlovich with the bucket.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
LeBron James.
And James throws it down.
This is what James does. Scores the ball and does it in so many different ways.
The offensive rebound. Brown. Great D that time from Gibson. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Pass to Varejao. .51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. In the corner, Gibson with it. 6 to shoot. Here's Hughes. It's good from long range. And it's a 12-point Cavalier lead.
And when Hughes knocks down threes, he is a major headache for the opponent.
Here's Brown. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Into the lineup.
20 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. That one a little long. Oh, the athletic move by LeBron James.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. It's deflected and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Here's Jones. Still yet to score. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Pollard. Here's Gooden. From outside, off the mark. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. It's good. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Jones drives in. That one misses. Outside Gibson. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Here's James. Pavlovich with the rebound. Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside Gibson. Blocked again. Here's James. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Lets it go from the wing. Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got 4 points in the quarter. It's James atop the key. This one for 3. Another miss by James. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Cavaliers making a change here.
Substitution for your Cavaliers. Number 4, David Wesley.
Here's James. He's got 14. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
James.
This is how gifted LeBron is. This kid is tough and able to score through contact.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Right side, Jones. Good. And it's Gooden with the jam.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's James. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, and Ilgauskas stretching out there to block shots. Superb at using that huge wingspan to come up with rejection.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Here's James. 16 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. No good from Gibson. The Cavaliers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. And Gooden, no good on that one.
And that's the right approach for Gooden. A solid rebounder and an above-average interior scorer.
Outside, James. Here's Ilgauskas. And finally they hit one. Ilgauskas has got it back down to single digits for the Cavs. Puts it up from 12. Here's Varejao. And the rejection by James.
One of those guys with boundless energy. LeBron James, elite potential in really every phase of the game.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
LeBron fights his way through.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Hughes, good.
Larry Hughes.
Hughes got 12 points in the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Ron right side. Rebound by Anderson Varejao. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Outside, James. To the middle. Here's Gooden. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
LeBron outside. Pass to Hughes. Outside Gibson. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Gibson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, I just love how alert Hughes is. Super talented guard who knows when one of his guys is open.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The Cavaliers trail by 7, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Pass to Pollard. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Hughes. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the...
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so James will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They have a 9-point lead.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
A defensive stopper. Eric Snow's #1 job out there, making things difficult for the opposing team's best perimeter player.
Second free throw, no good. Verejao. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. On its way from Gibson for 2. Second chance shot. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Gibson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here's Snow. Pass to Marshall. Drew Gooden grabs the miss.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The high post shot. They get it back. Gibson for 3. Poked loose. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Hughes. And the shot goes in. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Gibson for 3. Pass to Verejao. And here is Hughes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Anderson Verejao. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Now that's a big-time physical play. Hard to get in Marshall's way when he's attacking the rim like that.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he can't get the first one.
Shooting for the Cavaliers, LeBron James.
And the second free throw, good.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Pass to Verejao. Kicks it out to James. Plenty of space. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Oh, good-looking jumper there. LeBron, the total package at the offensive end.
Here's Gibson. LeBron with it. He's picked up by James. Here's Varejao. Here's Hughes. Connects from three-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 10.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
And that one falls for Hughes. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Kicks it out to James. And stolen by James. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Pass to Hughes. 5 on the clock. There's 3 pointers off the mark. And here are the Cavaliers. Cleveland moving it around. Now LeBron. James connects from deep.
Proving he's got some range. Impressive seeing James come through from deep.
And good that time.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
The Cavaliers pull it in. Gibson looking it over. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That's good from Gibson.
Shooting for the Cavaliers, Daniel Gibson. At the line for
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Hughes. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Here's Hughes. A baseline J. No good from Gibson.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Offensive rebound. The shot comes out. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth.
That's an 8-second violation. Cavaliers ball.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Here's Hughes. Hands it from downtown.
And one thing about Hughes, that man is always ready to shoot it.
Cavaliers foul. LeBron James. 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul.
That's the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
LeBron James taking 2 shots.
Second free throw. No good that time. He really wanted that one.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Outside Gibson. Tries the spin move. Over Hughes. Gooden with the rebound. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
The 3 from LeBron. And he's good on the 3 ball.
3.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, any time